Hey guys, James here with TCGU University. Come back at you with another deck profile. Today I'm going to be showing you Michael's Fei Long deck. So let's get into it. Okay guys, Fei Long is a 7/18 with air, fire, and water. He has two abilities. E, once per turn, change each combo requirement on your attack to combo. And then E, your face-up attack with a printed damage of 3 or less gets +1 damage for each attack in your card pool. Each attack card in your card pool. So he makes small attacks bigger. And can do cool combo things. So the main idea of the deck was to do make our small attacks bigger and do our cool combo things, but our cool combo things were multiple attacks. So let's show that off. Okay, so for our cool multiple attacks, for our first one, we're playing for Windmill Punch. This is the main cool attack we'll use more often. It's a 5/3, 5 mid for 3 with a 2 high block. Multiple 3 punch combo with any attack. While this card is in your card pool, your attacks with a printed damage of 3 or less get +1 damage. And after a multiple copy of an attack resolves, you can discard it. Combo E, you may add 1 copy of Windmill Punch from your discard pile to your card pool. And Combo E, you may add 1 card from your discard pile to the top of your deck. So basically, you get to add a second Windmill Punch on combo, giving all of your attacks +2 damage. And you get to multiple 3 to do to have multiple 3 of like 4 damage apiece. He's a really cool combo starter that really fuels a bunch of multiple decks. The other multiple we're playing is 2 Dancing Tempest. There are charges in this. It's pretty cool. It's a 5/1, 2 high for 5, multiple 2 weapon charge, combo with the charge, 1 low block. Combo E, multiple copies of this attack get +4/+4 and flash. And then Deadlock E, this attack is +2 to its multiple rating, meaning it can have multiple 4. This is really cool because you can change the combo requirement with Fei Long to make it just combo, which means it combos with just about anything in our deck, which is really sick. There is charge though if you want to do it the normal way. I was looking at that just now. There is an actual charge card. It wasn't just I'll play Fei Long to do this. So you get to do that. That's really neat. It doesn't combo with Fei Long at all, but it is a nice release for your extra momentum you may end up having. Actually put Fei Long here. Next we're playing 3 Fatality. Fatality in this deck is just more of an instant momentum grab for our multiples. It doesn't do a whole lot. You can't get damage off of Fei Long, but if you ever happen to get in the realm of doing the combo with a combo, you could do a Fatality, win the game if your opponent ever ends up at deadlock or some weird combo interactions if you ever get there. I don't think it's in the deck, but it does exist when I was looking at Fei Long. It was one of the choices I had. So that's really cool. You got 4 Bicycle Kick. Bicycle Kick is a 4 mid for 3, so it gets all the cool stuff off of Fei Long. It's a 4 diff, 3 control. Charge Kick, combo with a mid attack. Combo E, this attack gets multiple X. X equals the number of cards in your opponent's card pool. So this attack gets better the more your opponent blocks or the more you add cards to their card pool. E, you can add 1 copy of Bicycle Kick from your discard pile to your momentum, meaning you get to that instant momentum grab, meaning you get to eventually get to play Windmill Punch. 4, Swallow Your Soul. This is the last card. This is one of the last attacks. We have one more coming, but it'll be a little later. It's a 4/3, 5 low for 3. Safe throw combo with any 3 damage attack in our deck. E, this attack gets, if this attack has 3 or more, deals 3 or more damage, you get to add the top card of your deck to your momentum. And then combo E, this attack gets +1 damage for each of your, for each card in your card pool. So this will get damage for each card you have in your card pool, and then Fei Long will basically give it 1 damage for each card in your card pool, meaning this gets up to enough damage to on half block give you that momentum anyways. So that's really cool. The next card we're playing is 4 Last Priestess of the Winds. It's a 2/5 with a 2 mid block. R flip after a multiple attack is played where you can reduce its multiple rating to 0, and then you add the top card of your deck to your momentum. It's more momentum generation. And then E, your face down attack gets +1/+1, +1 damage, +1 speed. This allows us to give damage on our multiples, the face down attacks that Fei Long cannot give the can't give damage to, which just allows our damage to push through on the multiples instead of just being whatever they get off of like Windmill Punch if Windmill Punch is active. 2 Yin and Yang. Every card in our deck is a combo card, and so on block with Yin and Yang we get to pick it up. It also allows us to stuff our card pool if we were trying to go the way of bicycle route to stuff our opponent's card pool and get multiple X that way. It's a real cool defensive and offensive piece that plays this mid game of this mind game of, do I use it now or do I use it later? Next, we're playing a Cern Dressel. It's a 1/5 0 low block breaker 1 unique weapon. Respond, lose a vitality after you play a combo ability. Your attack gets +2 speed. If you're a desperation, draw 1 card. Desperation for him is 8, which is really neat. 8 is his desperation. And then at desperation, you can commit this. If your opponent has at least 1 momentum, you basically abort an attack of theirs. Protects you in the long run. You are a small boy, so living as long as possible is very helpful. And then for the top R, you get to give yourself more speed to make sure you can push your small damage attacks through. It's almost like Death by 1,000 Needles, kind of. Then the last attack we're playing in the deck is 3 Liu Kang's Fireball. Liu Kang's Fireball is a 4/3, 4 mid for 3 with a 0 low block. Breaker 1, combo with any attack. Combo E, your opponent adds the top card of their deck to their card pool face down. E, add the top card of your discard pile to the top of your deck. So you get to stuff a card in your opponent's card pool to make sure they can't block as well. And you get to confirm a check for your next card, which just means if you're playing your multiple next, it's confirmed going through. Especially if you're using like Dancing Tempest, making sure you can confirm that check is very needed because you never want to check a 1 when late in your chain. Then we're playing a lot of 3 damage attacks because that's what Fei Long does. So 2 Quest for the Hero Sword. It's a 3/4, 3 high block. E, commit flip. Add 1 card with a permanent damage of 3 from your discard pile to your card pool, to your hand or card pool. So this works really well with Windmill Punch. You can commit this, pick a Windmill Punch, have your combo started for next turn, or if you need a block, have your late multiple attack if you need it. There's a lot of possibilities you can do with being able to pick up just about anything in our deck. We got 3 Fooled by Master. It's a 2/5 with a 2 low block. E, flip, discard momentum. Play 1 combo enhance ability. You have played this enhanced step already. So this works really well with things like your Swallow Your Soul to give more damage. You get to do, if you ever get to do Dancing Tempest twice, God help us all. And then your Windmill Punch, being able to add Windmill Punch is also very good. Then E, flip, after a stun attack is played, it loses all of its keywords. Any other ones. This works really well versus like Missile Launcher and things like that. Mostly 3 damage attacks in our deck, so Maternal Swordsmanship. It's a 2/5, 3 mid block that says E, flip, ready 1 foundation that has not been readied this combat phase. Your attack with a printed damage of 3 gets +2 speed or +2 damage. So if you need to push in more damage to win, or if you need to push in more speed to make sure the damage you've already put on it goes through, you get the option of choosing, and it readies a foundation to make sure you can combo even harder. And then the last part, as part of like the combo part of our deck, is Searching for the Knight of Mare. It's a 0/5, 3 high block that says E, flip, add the top card of your deck to your staging area face down. Only playable if you have played a combo ability. This enhanced step. This just makes sure we get to combo even more and more. Allows us to spam things at the end of our chain if we have the ability to play things late, being a spam foundation. And it allows us to block really well if we need that 3 high block. Actually really good in this deck. Onto the cards that support the deck or support our defense. We got 2 Kaliyu. Kaliyu is a 3/6, 2 mid block that says if you have 6 or fewer foundations, you are able to pick up a safer weapon attack from your card pool. Let's see here. You get to pick up Fatality. That's actually really funny. And you get to pick up Swallow Your Soul. So you get to pick up, you also get to pick up the Tempest, but I don't know how often you'll be able to pick up Tempest like that. But you get to pick up Fatality, which is a very good block as well, as a 1 mid block. And you get to pick up Swallow Your Soul, which is a very good offensive, give yourself momentum, throw your opponent type of card. Works really well with that. Then R, commit, after 1 of your foundations leaves your staging area or is committed due to your opponent's effect, your opponent adds 1 of their foundations to their card pool. This just prevents your opponent from stunning you, or you're going to have to give them like a pseudo breaker on them. Prevents them from removing cards from your staging area. You'll get that pseudo breaker. It's just a deterrent for your opponent not to do things to you. Then the last asset we're playing in our deck is Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is a 2/5/3 low block. Ally unique. E, twice per turn, destroy one ready foundation. You get to draw a card. Gives you more cards in hand. As a 7-hander, the more cards you get, the better defense you can play, the more you can build. And getting rid of cards you don't need anymore to try and get cards you do want is very cool. Then E, once per turn, you can add one card from momentum to the top of your deck. This works really well with the first enhance because you can add one of the momentum stuff you've already stuffed. So like if you want to pick up your throw again, you pick the throw, put it on top of your deck, destroy a ready foundation, draw it with Fiddlesticks. Really gives you the ability to reuse momentum you've already hit your opponent with or added like Fatality and stuff like that. 2 God of Thunder. This is a combo deck, so the longer we can keep our staging area ready, the better we have the better we are on our turn. So being able to destroy one foundation that's already committed to ready another foundation to make sure we can extend that is very good. And then E, commit your attack is 2 damage, which allows us to push even more damage with Fei Long if needed. 1 Whirlite. We mainly use the ability on Whirlite to E, flip, choose one enhanced ability, print it on one of your opponent's foundations. Your opponent must play the chosen ability as part of as their next enhance, or they must pass. This works really well with against as a an attack ender. If your opponent has like their committed foundation in their staging area, you can Whirlite, choose their committed foundation, and if it's not playable while committed, since they're not allowed to play that ability, they have to pass on their turn, and then you pass. And then the enhanced step ends and we go to blocks, meaning you kind of just flashed an attack for free. Then we got 3 Journey West. Journey West is a pseudo breaker 2. It's a 2/5/3 low block that says R flip. If this attack is not blocked, your opponent's next attack gets +2 difficulty. A pseudo breaker 2 is very strong. All it takes is for you to face tank something. Understandably, you are a small boy of 18 life, but face tanking something is something you might have to do. We got 3 Honky Tonk Woman. 2/5 of the no block that says E flip. Add the top card of your deck of your discard pile to your add the top card of your deck from your discard. Add the top card of your discard pile. If the top card of your discard pile is a foundation that you could normally play, add it to your staging area committed. It just allows us to build more on our opponent's turn to allow us to attack harder on our turn. 1 Endless Determination. 2/5 the 3 high block. Respond once per turn after this foundation is committed due to a cost. Ready it, playable while committed, and then E once per turn. Add one of your momentum to your staging area face down, committed. This just allows us to have more foundations and more of an ability to go in on our opponent. 3 Fusion Refusal. It's a 1/5 the 3 high block. It doesn't count towards progressive if it's not played as a form. And then E, add this card to your card pool. This attack gets +2 or -2 damage, play while committed. This allows us to commit it during our combos and then add it in later to give 2 damage to an attack as our kill card. And then we never really lose it because we're doing it while it's committed. 3 Ageless and Wise to protect our foundations. It's a 1/5/2 low block R flip. After your opponent plays an ability that would cause any number of your foundations to leave your staging area, cancel its effects. Protects you from things like Toguro Brothers and the such. We got 3 Malfestation. It's a 1/6, so it works really well with our combo deck. Allows us to build a little further if we check well on it. If it's committed due to a cost or a stun ability, our opponent's forced to commit. Makes our opponent not want to stun us, and it gives us a 2 high block to block well as well. Block well as well. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then 3 Dreaming of Becoming Whole. It's a 0/5 of the 3 mid block. E, discard momentum. Your next check to play an attack gets +1. Play while committed. And then R once per turn. After you discard a number of momentum, ready this foundation. Play while committed as well. Thanks again for checking out the profile, guys. If you like the deck, make sure to let Michael know down below. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/TCGU University. If you want to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, guys, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, stay learned.